a fixture at most of the major folk festivals across Canada. Please welcome Peter Paul Van Camp.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you very much. And thank you all. Well, if I ever learned one important thing at a coffee house, particularly at the Yellow Door, it was that if I'm an acquired taste, we have no time to lose. And so, must audience yawn, must audience cough, get lively on, get lively off. Open like a ton and finish up boffo. Lively on and lively off. Start 'em with a wow, do your middlin' stuff, treat 'em to a bonbon, and that's enough. Get gone. Once you've given 'em your gaudiest guff, that's lively on and lively off. I said lively on and get off. I think it was Chuck Baker who told me that. Not in so many words, but that was the gist of it. Thank you, Chuck. I've never forgotten. Well, what I'm going to tell you now didn't happen to me in a coffee house. As a matter of fact, I had the page marked too, and now I've gone and moved my lively on and. Well, it was many years ago. I'd been playing the coffee houses for a little while, and I thought I was beginning to make my way in the show world. It's not. And then I was granted a booking down in Baltimore. Here we go. And I call this one The Cry of the Rare Bird, or What Will Become of the Rhymester. I was playing the old split-knuckle theater, where I was, through an error, engaged. A rough house near the docks, on a street of grog shops and tattoos, where I shuffled on stage there to offer my stock rhymes, declaimed oftentimes, and a new piece put in just that day, something rhythmic and tricky and out of the way, which I gambled cutthroats would admire. Why, I thought that the thing was surefire, but no, for the room was unusually hostile and loomed like a gathering squall. They'd already made free with the beer, I could see, from the bar at the rear of the hall. Now they'll tell you there are no bad audiences, but this one did surely show up to wreck ships. Foul of mouth, sour of breath, ill-sutured and surly, all afire with contempt for what went on the acting shelf, where, entertaining, stood I, gamely proclaiming the maiden essay of the renegade measures that sooner or later and elsewhere brought fame. Their novelty helpless to carry this day. Gad, the crowd had been cold to my older stuff also. And I'd come to the Come All Ye chorus, renowned now, in which all were prompted to join, when the pennies rained over the footlights, an unconstrained hailstorm of critical coin flung in emphatic fistfuls by unappeased paws. Why, that jingling on stage was as ringing applause, all of his with huzzas, as for one bringing the house down. Well, you'll allow the likeness is, it's ironic. And I halted, just in this way, dumbstruck there in middle rendition as capital rattled about. The hard currency missed me completely, thank goodness. With much rolling into the wings, I don't doubt, where stagehands did scramble. But mark me, I ramble. One piece caught me flush on the temple, and that's when I lay on the boards. Well, my turn at this point, you could say, was complete. Some other day, surely, an encore. And just ere I lost all understanding and drifted to harbors of rest, I did hear the brash cheer of the sharp shot, whose aim with his change of those bombarding clearly was best. Bullseye! Came the cry of the crackerjack as I was hauled by my heels from the hall, and he caterwauled mid the bravos of his clack. There's only a few of us left. I awoke in a nice hospital. I'd made 48 cents. And now, what brought I home from that worsting, that rout? Did I renounce extravaganza? A lad among hangmen? Sandbagged by a lout who sooner would fell me than fathom my stanzas? I pondered this while convalescing. Then I rallied and repenned the piece so it rhymed. And I punched up the chorus and thought up some stories I'd set it up with the next time. And I resumed my career in the theater, though not lovely nor bolstered with heft, reflecting that I, with my manner and matter, was rare as the marksman whose touch with the wherewithal could quite as easily have parted my hair, and I swore I'd remain in the matinee game and claim as my own that swashbuckler's cry, the one I first heard as I lay on my back with the limelight aglow in my unseeing eye. By the bones of the bard, it appears to apply. There's only a few of us left. Aye, only a few of us left. We are fewer and further betwixt. So, hurrah for our soul and ta-da for our gift. For there's little in lieu of us once they get through with the cry and the hue of us. Only a few. And say, is it true what I note in the news here that they're making glue of us? You heard this too? Look alive, me bold crew. We got rhyming to do. And there's only a few of us left. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, thanks a lot. I don't know if you noticed, I was completely suffering from dry mouth. That's why I paused so dramatically there to take a sip. It's one of the things you learn in the show game over a course of 44 years or so. Well, the very first time that I walked into the Yellow Door, it was March the 18th, 1973, and I had written a poem that day, and I thought, well, maybe the folks down there would enjoy hearing it. Seems as if they did, and I'll read it for you now. It's a little one. I call it, even then I called it Compare and Contrast. Oh, see? you see how it's done? You give the people what they... A pigeon flying down the center of Durocher Street. A little like an eagle flying through a canyon. But not much. Thank you very much indeed.